Hello, precious friends. I just want to share something. All of a sudden, I had a friend visiting, and I just feel uneasy. I don't know. I just feel unsettled, uneasy, and when she left, I just felt I need to create something. I just need to get my peace back. And as I got to my room, I realized I want to do something like this. I've got to, and then I think, oh, well, I got to show you guys. So look what I did. This is what I did yesterday with my coffee ink. Isn't it just gorgeous? And I thought, you know what? I want to make a couple more. I just want to make a couple more of these little things. I just want to sit. I just want to create. I just want to get my peace back. And I'm already feeling much better. So let's create some of these. I am going to put my thing down so that you can see clearly, and let's just create. So what you're gonna need are little pages. So this is pages out of a very old dictionary. So I tore 4 of them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've already did the first thing so that they can dry. So I'm going to start fresh with this one. So you take your piece of paper, and once again, you can do whatever blows your hair back. So I've got my glue. So first of all, I am going to glue I just throw my glue there, put some glue on my paper, and I tore some other papers, and there's a tea bag. I'm just going for it. I'm not looking. I don't want to know where this is going. I just want to play. I just want to relax and just be. So here is my stash of papers, and look at this. I am just tearing another little piece off. I actually realized what I want to do now. There was a red piece of paper. Look at this. I'm just going to tear a piece off and just glue it randomly on my piece. You just follow your excitement, and then you just look and you see, well, what do I have that is lying around here? And you just glue it onto your paper. So there's another one. I'm just gluing that piece there. So you keep gluing until you feel, you know what, I'm okay. This is a letter that I found many weeks ago in a charity shop in books. I am just tearing off a piece, and I am just gluing it on as well. I love it. I love the handwriting. It was a grandma that wrote a letter to her granddaughter that is now a teacher. Oh, that was in the 1980s. So that is it. So you can see I am randomly just gluing papers onto that. So the next step is you get I've got white acrylic paint. This is actually starting to dry in this bucket. And what I do with my palette knife is I just smear it on. There are now even thicker pieces, and what you see is while you smear it on, don't worry if it lifts the paper that's on or whatever. You just continue and you just, and this I will have to throw away when I am now done with that. So you can add a lot of white, I add a little bit of white, and Charlie Chaplin is here again with his shoe. Never a dull moment. And then I did the following. You remember my coffee that I showed you yesterday? It still had lots of coffee particles in, so I just threw that through a coffee filter, and this is really the coffee ink that I've got left. So let's see how this gonna work. But first of all, I need to get Charlie Chaplin out here. Oh my goodness. And now I'm pulling him out with his shoe. So usually I allow these things to dry, but I don't know why. So let's see if my coffee ink is going to work. If not, I've got my watercolor paints, and if you don't have watercolors and you have acrylics, you just use acrylic. So, oopsie, let me go for the ones that's a little bit drier. So you see my coffee is a little bit, now it's not dark enough, but isn't it gorgeous? The color will be absolutely beautiful on white, but I don't have white. I mean on real white paper. But so my ink is not dark enough. So I am going for my watercolors. And let's go for the black. Let's go for the black. And remember the one that I showed you? This is my coffee. I even sprayed it afterwards with the same stuff that you spray when you do the charcoal. So you can also do the charcoal. Use charcoal. So look at this. You just hold it loosely and there you go. Oh my goodness. And you do your tree. And isn't this just the most beautiful artwork? Now the awesome thing about this is, as I am now doing my branches, the white is still wet. So I get all my little shadings and everything automatically on my paper. And then remember they go a little bit thinner to the top. So your thickest part is at the bottom and you just play. So, oh, look there, just voila. Look at my tree, look at my tree. So how easy is this? And what a beautiful piece of artwork. I mean, really? So let's go and see what I can do. I'm going to take my brown watercolor. Ouch. And I'm just going to make another tree here. Yep, I've been on the farm. I saw many trees and little. And remember, We don't think, we just go and see where it's going to lead us. A nice thick, the tree trunk's always a little bit thicker than the top parts. I'm going for a little bit of black there too. And just add that to my tree. Little bit of shading. Now, oops, wrong spot. I am going to put my carrot people on. Once again, little dots there, and then there's my carrot people. Little dot and your carrot. And there you have a beautiful little scene. And voila. Don't overthink. Don't overwork, because that is what I usually do. You don't want to stop, and you keep going. And with these things, really, you just need to a hint here of a tree and a thing there. And the two little people, and voila. Isn't this just gorgeous? So let's see if I make this one. There's the red. I'm going for more red. So I've also learned, I never do it actually, but you're supposed to wet your... I'm making my carrot people, the dress, a nice red dress because it's already there. The shoulders, you just come down for the thing. The head, a little bit of shading here and there on the dress. Let's make a little child. Once again, you don't think. They're holding hands. There's a little doggy there. What I've learned when I draw things that I'm not sure is I tip, 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 tip. There you can see. So you start small, and then as soon as you make a line, it's more difficult, I think. So there's the little boy, and there's the little doggy. And the shade. It's a little girl with a skirt and a doggy running, and voila. Once again, we got to learn when we start to want to be more free. The dogs are now kind of fighting. So when you start and you want to become more free, we got to don't overthink. We just need to play. So there I've got a sweet little painting. They're walking towards the sunlight. There's the little skirt, the little doggy, and a little painting. So you can even do a little painting on this that you then can put in a journal, or you can really do with it whatever you want. But let me tell you something. I still absolutely love the trees. But let's see, what do we see here? I see a head, hair, a head. Then I see, I'm just gonna just see a little shoulders, the head, there's another person there. Next time I'll definitely, and remember that's all with this these carrot people, that also what works very nicely is do the body first. Start off with a very, very small little head, then you do the body, and then you go back to the head again, because that's how you get your proportions right. And now you just do the body. And there you have a beautiful actually just, I love how this came out. Just make the hair a little, and you just don't care what happens. So allow the ink, watercolor to just flow, and there you have it. Just add a little black here and there for shading. And whatever that is, look at that. Just play. Whenever you feel life is now really getting to you and you've lost your joy and your peace, just go and play. With no expectation, no preconceived ideas. You just go for it. Oh, I love this. I absolutely love it. So, when you love it, stop. Carrot people and trees. On a little piece of a very old book paper. I did not even do much. And then I added paper. So when this dry, it will look different. It will then get this kind of feel. You can see it's very dry. You will be able to see the papers that I glued on. And voila, there you have it. So go and try this and just have fun. Ah, my peace are back. My joy is here. I feel lovely. I'm ready for whatever, because look what I have created. I could have put on the TV and just sat there and became more and more uneasy, whatever you want to call it. Or I could do this, and voila, look at that. There you can see the paper is just coming through there. And everything is just beautiful. Love you lots, is it from Zetster's Lab. And remember, if I can, then you can. Very, very simple, but so effective. It looks absolutely glorious. And if you are too, really, no, anybody can do this. You just do it. And then what you can also do, I showed you this previously, I just put some plants, ink, acrylic paint, I think this was, roll it out, press some plants on it, and I pressed it here. So this is the pressed one. This is my coffee one with lots of coffee there. And these are my watercolors. And each and every one is different, and they are all unique. What you can also do is, like with this one, you can now go in with your permanent markers. When this is dry, I wanted to know what I can do with my permanent markers. With them, you can really now go in and work over that when this is dry. Voila, there I have another idea. And when it is dry, you can also then fill in, put more yellow in, put more orange in. This one really needs just something. Oh, not that much. There. Adding a little bit too much orange. But look here there. The others are already kind of dry. Now look at this. I do not have my permanent. There's some permanent markers, but they will now be, will not work on this. So let's quickly get some black again. Now look at this. I am just going over my tree again, over my people, just to bring them forward again. Remember, they've now I've lost them. So now you just go over the tree again, you create your tree again. And this is what I love. I usually, when I did my acrylic paintings, I did the layer upon layer thing. There you have it, another little layer. Voila. So there's my people. And I added another color. Make this head. And I can just go make another tree, because this one is actually, her hand, shoulder is just touching the tree. Voila. And then you just make the, and look, I love it there, because it's wet, it's flowing, and it becomes softer. Well, love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab? And if I can, you definitely can. And in how many minutes was this? 24 minutes. I created 1, 2, 3, 4 little beautiful paintings that I didn't have before. And I feel like $1 million. Life is good. Love you lots.